Welcome back to school, Ravens.
This is our first ONW Now of the school year, so buckle in because we have a lot of news to share with you.
Including an inside look at Senior Sunrise, a service hour opportunity, and a riveting word from the halls.
But before we get into that, there is a lot of new things happening this school year, including new teachers, a new phone policy, a new start time, and a new focus on the Raven Pillars of Excellence.
So let's be responsible, respectful, and engaged as we welcome our new teachers to Olathe Northwest.
For the 2024 and 2025 school year, there are several teachers who have joined our Raven Nation.
What brought me to Olathe Northwest was we wanted to move back closer to where my kids are. I heard great things about the Olathe School District, and I'm excited to be here.
There are so many reasons that teachers gravitated towards Olathe Northwest. However, the district technology staff gets assigned to a school by the Olathe School District.
I was hoping I'd get Olathe Northwest. I just moved and it's super close, and I've worked with the staff before.
With the school year just starting up, the new staff has had to learn the ways of ONW.
My first week has been absolutely crazy. Learning a new grading system, learning attendance, so just trying to get used to all the digital things.
Being new to ONW means that the teachers have to adapt to our positive culture.
It's been a very supportive culture here at ONW. It seems like everybody is very invested in the success of the students and faculty members as well.
Everyone is so supportive and is always asking, how can I help? Which is amazing. Makes you feel right at home.
The start of the school year can be overwhelming for new teachers.
But everybody's been super awesome to work with, kids and staff members both.
We appreciate everyone who has been making these new staff members feel welcome at ONW. For the Raven Network, this has been Zoriana Primavera.
The most popular conversation this week at school has been the new phone policy. Many students are questioning, why was this policy created, and how does it apply to them personally? Elise Cates has an exclusive interview with the writer of this policy to answer these questions for our Ravens.
The kids eventually feel feel better. Does it reduce a little anxiety? Do people sleep better?
Earlier this month, the Olathe School District issued a no device policy. Let's see how they came to this decision and how it's affected our schools.
It came from the board members, and they'd gotten some feedback from teachers and administrators and parents and people that maybe we needed to have some type of policy, which is what our board has.
Since late January, the school board has been diligently working on developing a policy for personal devices with the ultimate goal of benefiting the students.
That really want to focus on the disruption of learning and folks that are on, kids that are on their cell phone, but other kids that are on their cell phone that maybe are just disturbing others in the room or school.
The school board and Mr. Zook are hopeful that this new policy will enhance productivity and that everyone will have confidence in the process. For ONW Now, this has been Elise Cates.
Carrying on with the theme of new school implementations, school is starting 20 minutes earlier this year compared to last year.
This is due to a couple of factors like bus scheduling. Let's take it to Parker Burnett to learn more.
The start of the 2024-2025 school year has brought changes to the bell schedule for all high school students. Many parents and students have voiced concerns about having to come to school earlier, having high school students start at 7:40, while middle school and elementary school students still get to go to school at the later time.
I think any school district, I think our school district would be remiss if we didn't always take feedback, look at how things are impacting parents and families and students.
While many students at ONW and across the district have expressed their discontent with the new bell schedule, the good news is that school also ends earlier, ending at 2:40 for all high school students. School's not only starting 20 minutes earlier, but also ending 20 minutes earlier. This allows students to not only get home faster, but it also helps students manage their schedules better, being able to balance things like work and after-school clubs and activities.
We get out a little bit earlier, so especially for me, I also have a job, so I can get to work a little sooner, and then I'm not out later.
As the year continues, the district will continue to monitor how the new bell schedule affects all students and staff's mental and physical health. For Olathe Northwest, this has been Parker Burnett.
Due to school starting earlier, this affects scheduling for extracurriculars throughout Northwest.
Our game day crew, Izzy and Joe, will take it from here.
5, 6, 5, 6, 8, 1, 2. The ONW Marching Band has kicked off their season with morning practices and are practicing for the upcoming year.
This year's show is called Rhapsody in Blue Shades, and it's based off of George Gershwin's famous piece from the 1920s called Rhapsody in Blue and Frank Ticheli's Blue Shades from the 1990s.
The band will be participating in many competitions this year, facing off with top bands from the area.
I'm looking forward to KBA because it's being hosted at Emporia State this year, and that's a change from last year, so I'm excited for the new experience.
With the new start times being implemented this year, band has had less time to prepare for the season. Let's hear some thoughts from members of the band.
So with the new start times, we're losing 20 minutes of rehearsal every morning, so we have to work a little bit harder to get the same result as we did last year. But I have faith that we can still have a really successful season, and I don't think that the start times should impact us too much.
Don't start early. Take it back. Do it again.
We had a lot of discussion about whether to push our morning rehearsals earlier, but we decided that we'll keep them on time and we'll use our time more wisely and more efficiently and hope to get a better result with just a little less time.
Band, we hope you have a fantastic season. This has been Brandon Lewis for the Raven Network.
What's up? Hello? Hey. Oh, yeah, she's right here. It's for you. Anyways, what's up, Ravens? Welcome back to the first game day of the year. And just like the weather this weekend, we got some heat coming your way. I'm Joe Brescia, joined with
Izzy Rothen, and since it's tryouts week, we don't have any stats or results, but we do have some incredible stories.
So good luck to all of our Raven athletes at tryouts this week, and let's get right into it.
Back in May, our spring sports teams found great success. First up, the Lady Ravens softball team headed to the state tournament.
Let's hand it back over to Izzy Rothen for more.
This last May, the Ravens softball team competed for the state title in Lawrence. Going into the season as a #1 ranked team in the Metro, they had a target on their backs.
Last year, we were #1 going into state, and we did fall short. And so we wanted this year to go into it knowing that we had a thing of saying that every single team was going to play like the Super Bowl against us. We were their Super Bowl.
After a win in the first state game, the girls were headed on to the semifinals.
It was against Washburn Rural, which last season we lost to Washburn Rural, and it was a 12-inning game. It was really rough. It was a rough game. And so that whole game, we just made sure to have fun because we knew last season we didn't have fun. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So this whole game, we made sure to have fun. And so we were screaming in the dugout, screaming very loud and laughing with each other, making jokes on the field. And I think that just made us less stressed out.
The team's positive mindset led them to a 10-0 victory in a semifinals game, finally getting their revenge. All that's left now is the finals against Wichita Heights.
In the state game, I do remember we were losing for a period, and there was a moment, I remember I began questioning, this is our last game together, we have to win, we have to do this. And the thing that I remember most vividly is we had 3 girls hit home runs, and that was what really put us ahead. And I just remember running out to the plate for those home runs that finally put us ahead in the game for the first time, and that was just so surreal.
After the Ravens got the lead, they held on to that momentum until the very end, making them Class 6A state champions and bringing out all the emotions on the field.
The whole team celebrating in the middle of the field and then looking up and seeing my friends and family there to support just made the whole experience worth it and just made me really happy.
It was so much more emotional than I imagined it would be. Winning, it just felt crazy. Everybody started bawling. I mean, it was just so emotional because the softball girls were my best friends, and just seeing, all my friends and family, I just couldn't believe how much support we had and just that we pulled it off, especially after not making it there last year. So it felt even more important this time around.
The girls are already looking on to next year with 8 returning varsity players. Raven Nation is so proud, and we can't wait to see what else you guys accomplish in the next year. This has been Izzy Rothen for the Raven Network.
Congrats, girls, on such a great season.
Yes, the girls did amazing, and it was so fun to go out and support and watch them play.
However, softball is not the only team who brought home a state title. Let's give it to Ava Ashley to see a look at our other state championship team.
After a long season of hard work and dedication, our girls track team placed first at state last May.
The feeling, it was kind of unbelievable.
The team was led by a group of strong senior leaders whose leadership was crucial to their success.
We had a group of senior girls that were awesome, that worked hard. They came in the summer.
Last year, the girls fell short, placing second to Olathe West. This year, the story looked different.
I literally got them all in a huddle, and we held the trophy, and I said, listen, this is good. Like, this is a great achievement. This is not what we want.
So this year, we just had this hunger to win and just to win back our state title.
We would like to extend a huge congratulations to our girls track team for their incredible achievement in winning the 6A state championship. For the Raven Network, this has been Ava.
Congrats, girls track and field, for yet another amazing season and state championship.
Some other great performances came from the boys golf team, who finished second in state with 3 top 10 medalists.
Now that we are caught up from the spring season, we are going to jump ahead to this fall, beginning with the back-to-back state championship girls golf team. Now to Oliver Christie for more info.
It's that time of year again. The grass is green, the flag is set, and our very own Claire Sullivan is looking ahead at what she needs to focus on as they chase their 3rd consecutive state championship.
The last 2 years, the biggest thing for us to achieve what we have is making sure we're still focused and having fun at practice and not keep putting too much pressure on ourselves.
Claire has already cemented her legacy, but isn't stopping anytime soon. She continues to press forward in hopes of inspiring others and growing the game of golf here at ONW.
Olathe Northwest has never won a girls' state championship till the last 2 years, so I think being able to bring golf to the school and be so successful, I think it's amazing for our school and amazing for our area, and I really hope that it helps bring more golfers to play and people that love it just as much as I do.
The girls' trek for their 3rd consecutive state championship begins this Tuesday, August 27th at Falcon Ridge. There's always room for one more. For the Raven Network, this has been Oliver Christie.
Last but definitely not least, we have Emmy Keller and her recent accomplishments in gymnastics, along with the upcoming season. Now to Tegan Summers with a closer look.
Recently, we sat down with back-to-back state champion gymnast Emmy Keller to discuss her upcoming senior season.
I got into gymnastics because I danced when I was younger, and then my mom wanted me to learn an aerial and a back handspring for dance, and then I fell in love with gymnastics.
Emmy has overcome many obstacles that have led to her becoming the athlete she is now.
So I've been battling a lot of injuries this year. I tore my MCL in wrestling last year, so I'm still kind of trying to get back from that. There's still some skills that hurt. Like when I do my vault, I can only do it once, and then I'm in a lot of pain. So right now it's kind of just getting myself healthy, and then I'll go from there mentally.
Throughout her high school career, Emmy's coaches have had a ginormous impact.
I've been very, very, very lucky with my coaches. My current coach, Amanda, she works at North. She is one of the best coaches I've ever had. I actually think she's the same person as me. We are the exact same person, so she understands me better than any coach I've ever known. When you have that bond with your coaches, that it makes the world of a difference.
This has been Tegan Summers for the Raven Network.
Well, Ravens, sadly, that is all we have for game day this week.
Thank you for joining us, but don't leave quite yet.
We have a quick commercial break from our sponsors, then back to Eva and Hannah for the rest of the show.
Now let's roll the commercials.
Today marks day 4 of the Democratic National Convention. The goal of the convention is to officially nominate a candidate for the party and adopt a comprehensive and unified party platform for the upcoming 2024 presidential election this November. We will keep you informed throughout this election year as it carries on. Until then, Eva Herdig is taking back to Northwest to hear from our ONW seniors on why Senior Sunrise is special to them.
Gosh, just getting to see like all the senior class come together for such a special event that we've looked forward to for so many years.
As we venture into the newest school year, Olathe Northwest seniors carry on a wholesome nationwide tradition.
Planning an event like Senior Sunrise, there wasn't too much preparation that went into it. Primarily, I just pretty much picked the date with senior committee, and then we made some flyers to get the word out, contacted Mr. Zuck to make sure that we could use the football fields on that day, and then that was pretty much it.
Once all of the planning is complete, the class of 2025 can enjoy this wholesome tradition.
I think that Senior Sunrise is a really important tradition because it kind of brings everyone together. It gives a sense of unity before the senior year starts.
Senior Sunrise is meaningful to me because I get to establish the relationships with my friends, and I got to enjoy seeing people I knew and people I didn't know too well.
The purpose of Senior Sunrise is to symbolize like us starting a new school year together, and then Sunset in the spring will like kind of symbolize us closing the chapter as a class.
For the Raven Network, this has been Eva Herdig.
Hey Ravens! If you're looking for a fun and engaging way to help your community and earn service hours, Kidfit Club is an opportunity right next door. Let's take it to Kinley Carter.
Kidfit Club is our after-school club for 4th and 5th graders at Meadow Lane, and it's an extension of physical education and sports. We get to do some things that we do during PE class, and then we also do some extra things that we don't do during class.
Over 50 students attend each week, and due to this large amount, Coach Keeley really appreciates all of her high school volunteers.
I also love when the high schoolers play with the kids and like get in there and play pickleball or play volleyball with the kids.
Not only are high school volunteers helping out Coach Keeley, they're also building relationships with the future Ravens.
Working with the kids, and it's fun to be active while volunteering for NHS hours.
Kidfit Club is not only fun, but a great way to get some volunteer hours.
Kidfit Club will start after Labor Day, and then it will be most every Monday during September, October, and November, and then we will start again in January and go through April. It's every Monday that we have school at 3:45.
If you would like to volunteer, scan this QR code to join the group me. For now, this has been Kinley Carter with the Raven Network.
If you're searching for a new study spot this school year, there's a historical and quaint bakery in downtown Olathe.
So grab your sweet treats and let's hear it from Aaliyah Lima at Park Street Pastry.
Park Street Pastry Shop downtown is one of many wanting to bring homey shops back to downtown Olathe.
It's homey. People, the feedback we get, which is warm. They like the pictures and the knickknacks on the wall, and it's just got a homey atmosphere. And we try to make it a goal to make people feel warm and comfortable. And hopefully we get to know your name if you come regularly. And we do know a lot of people's names, and they're regulars.
Park Street Pastries is a great place to sit down, study, and get some great European pastries.
We're a full coffee bar. We have lattes, chai teas, hot chocolate, espresso drinks. Our coffee's really good, single origin. We roast it fresh. It comes in green, roast it fresh as needed. And then we have food. We have wonderful breakfast sandwiches. We were a pastry shop first, added the coffee, added food, because people were hungry. So we have a lot of variety. We're a high-end European pastry shop.
Park Street Pastry makes every individual feel welcome and allows them to have a spot to relax.
It's nice when it gets fast-paced and the people are coming and they're happy. We try to make everybody happy, and I worked in sales for years, so I enjoy people and showing them the pastries, telling them what's in it, and which is the best one for them, or it's all an individualistic thing. But
that's it for today, Ravens. From the Raven Network, this has been Aaliyah Lima.
As our final story, we have everyone's favorite segment to kick off the new school year, Word from the Halls.
Coming off of this summer's high, Jacob Amtower and Garrett Foster heard from some of our very own Ravens what made their summers memorable.
What's up, Ravens? Welcome to the first edition of Word from the Halls Summer Edition. My name's Jacob Bamtower, joined alongside
Garrett Foster, and we talked to some ONW students about their summer. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Did you go on any trips this summer?
Yeah, I went to Las Vegas, I went to St. Louis, and I went to Washington, D.C.
I went to Glacier National Park.
Florida.
I went to Alaska and I went to Boston.
I went to Chicago and Branson.
What was your favorite thing you ate this summer?
Definitely fish and chips in Alaska.
I had some gumbo sauce and chicken in D.C.
Oh, I had some good poutine in Chicago.
I had these really good homemade cheeseburgers.
Pineapple.
Did you do anything with your friends this summer?
Yeah, I went to Worlds of Fun a couple times.
We hung out at my house a lot.
I went to the pool with my friends a lot this summer.
Sand volleyball.
We went to the lake.
All right, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you this summer?
So I was in D.C. and this person came up to me, right? And I didn't know who it was, but it was my aunt. And I was like, she said she knew me when I was this small. I didn't know her.
Wait, I actually don't know. We were playing trivia crack in my car on our road trip to Chicago, and I pronounced a word wrong, and my whole family started laughing.
At work, I'm a lifeguard, and I happened to fall in the pool on stand.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
That concludes this week's edition of Word from the Halls.
It was so great to hear from all of our Ravens who had great summers. For now, this has been Jacob Bamtower
and Garrett Foster.
Thank you so much, students, for joining the Raven Network for ONW Now Back to School Edition.
Be sure to tune in every Thursday during seminar to stay up to date on school, local, and world news.
We hope you had a solid start to your school year. This has been Eva Herdig
and Hannah Carney.
Raven Nation, let's fly!